Making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Former President Trump's third arraignment is today in Washington, D.C. The indictment accusing him of trying to steal the 2020 election says he told Vice President Mike Pence, "You're too honest," for not going along with his part of the plan.
Which would have resulted in the issue being turned over to the House of Representatives, and literally chaos would have ensued.
Pence on Fox needs more donor support to qualify for the first Republican presidential debate. The FBI is looking for more victims of a man they say kidnapped a woman in Seattle and took her to Oregon.
The woman escaped. Special FBI agent in charge, Stephanie Shark.
The woman fought for her life, beating the doors and the walls of this cell with bloodied hands.
Authorities believe there may be more victims of Nagazi Zuberi to find because he's lived in 10 states over the last 10 years.
Fox's Kevin Uretsky. Zuberi was arrested in Reno, Nevada. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
Community-focused bank. You'll see our teammates proudly cheering at the local ball game.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology: mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
All right, good morning. We are Mix 1041. We are on MixTV.tv. We're on Talk 1013 The Buzz. Hey, Bridget.
Yes.
What's
sir.
happening?
How much?
When's it going to rain today? I need to know. Can you go ahead and take a look at the radars?
So we're going to have a few showers this morning.
Need to know when.
But the greatest chance is between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. for our listening area. So pretty much all day.
Well, I've got to do something outside this morning. So at 10 a.m.'s a rain?
Yeah, but
Are you going to
have...
guarantee this? Because you've tried to guarantee stuff before and you've been wrong.
No guarantees.
Okay, well. Okay.
Yeah, a few showers this morning, too.
Yeah,
so,
well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what the people want to know. They want to know when's it going to rain. Do they need to take an umbrella with them, I guess, to work or whatever?
Yes, you need to cancel your outside plans this morning.
Yeah, well, fine. Okay. So a lot going on here this morning. Let's get to it. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Local schools preparing for a new school year as most area students head back to school within the next week. Now, Bradley County schools will operate on an abbreviated school day tomorrow, with the first full day of school in Bradley County schools on Monday. Now, students entering kindergarten may be on a staggered schedule. Check with your child's school for more details. And Cleveland City schools are having their reconnection days August 7th and 8th, with the first full school day for Cleveland City schools August the 9th. Parents should contact their child's school or the school's website to see which reconnection day your child should attend. Polk County schools will be holding orientation events on August 8th and 9th. The first day of school will be August 11th, that in Polk County schools. Again, parents should check with their individual school for the orientation schedule. Now, here's what we've done, and appreciate Sheridan Mosley for putting this together for us. We have all of the school calendars on our website. You can find them all right there. This is for Bradley County, Cleveland City, Athens City, McMinn County, Polk County, Hamilton County, Ray County, Monroe County, and Meigs County. All are on our website at mymix1041.com. And it's very easy. We're getting a lot of feedback on this, and third or fourth year we've done it. So it's a very easy way for you to find all the calendars, mymix1041.com. Gas prices on the rise around the nation. A lot of people talking about it. in this state, in Tennessee, the average price is $3.46 per gallon. However, AAA reports that Cleveland, Tennessee. Bridget, have you ever heard of Cleveland, Tennessee?
Oh, I sure have.
Okay. We here in Cleveland, the city with spirit, we have the second highest gas prices in the volunteer state.
Wow. Why? No, that's not something to be excited about.
We're number two. You know who has the highest prices?
Who?
That'd be Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA. Cleveland has the second highest gas prices in the nation.
Wow.
Chattanooga Times Free Press reporting this morning. And, yeah, gas prices up 21 cents in a week. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know why. However, you know, it's about 40 cents lower than last year. There you go. Cleveland, number two. Then we've got, Bridget, your favorite. Boy, it's like a high holiday for Bridget and her family. This is where they get most of their goods for the year.
Oh, no.
It's the longest yard sale of the year. World's longest yard sale. And I know your mom's been set up for 2 weeks. She's out there, got her little table. Vendors have already started setting up their tents, nabbing spaces. The 2023 Highway 127 yard sale. It's the world's longest yard sale. Boy, are we proud of that, I tell you right now. That's iconic, isn't it? Hey, it's going from Addison, Michigan, down to Gadsden, Alabama. That'd be Sand Mountain to you. That's a 690-mile path, which passes through our area. Here is the area. Dunlap. Wonder how the cookie jar, did they get that rebuilt in Dunlap, do we know?
I don't know.
Cookie Jar Cafe, you know, it burned and all that. Signal Mountain, Chattanooga, and Lookout Mountain. Why does it not come through Cleveland? I'll tell you why. We don't have Highway 127, so your mom's set up. Matter of fact, she went to the top. Wanted to go to Addison, Michigan. Here's my question. Has anyone ever done the whole thing? Has anyone ever gone about the 700 miles and done everything? I think one of our listeners should do this, because God knows we have nothing better to do, this audience.
Take a lot of time.
And so we want to send you on a 700-mile excursion. It started in 1987 by Mike Walker. He's a former Fentress County executive in Jamestown, Tennessee. He started the world's longest yard sale. There you go.
How about that?
And we, again, have the second highest gas prices in the state. Now, that'll probably change in the next hour. I mean, it goes up and down, but anyway, it's got a check of the streets right here over here.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford Buick GMC truck is saying yes to low interest rates and trade assistance in August. Find out more at donledford.com, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The Volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Waste Connections introduces efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
Coming up later this morning, we'll have Ross Tarver's coming on. He's going to talk about his family company, Tarver Distributing. He has quite a bit to say this morning. That'll be at around 8:15. And this is, again, I tell you, folks, if you're not able to stay with us maybe on the radio or whatever, or whatever you're doing, you can go back and watch that interview along with Senator Marsha Blackburn this morning at 8:45. You can watch those interviews. A lot going on, obviously. A lot to talk about with her, obviously. But anyway, go to mixtv.tv. You'll be able to go back and watch those interviews. Lots of reaction yesterday. A couple of interviews that we had. One with the Dillard family. I heard a lot about that yesterday. A lot of reaction, a lot of excitement about what they're doing. If you missed it, we did that interview probably about 10 to 8 yesterday morning. You can go watch that, mixtv.tv. But I thought it was very powerful, what they're doing. Matt and Terry and Tanner were in here, and Randy Bonner, our longtime friend. And they've started a nonprofit. and the movement 24/7. And I tell you what I liked and what other people noticed, Bridget, yesterday in the interview is that all three boys, their health is good.
Yes.
And two of them almost died,
right,
as their grandmother told us. But they're keeping the memory of Brittany and Dustin alive to the boys. If you missed that interview, go watch it, mixtv.tv. And then we had Rivers King in here. I've heard, I think, from everybody at Michigan Avenue School, including the principal, Ruthie Panny, last night. We were talking about it. I mean, he is the mayor of Michigan Avenue.
That's right. He did an awesome job.
He could actually run for mayor of Bradley County and probably win. Morning, Mayor Davis, or definitely the city mayor. That one, I mean, that'd be, light punching bag. But anyway, no, I really enjoyed Brandy and Richie King's son Rivers was in here. You got to go watch that. mixtv.tv. We've got another big morning here this morning. Hey, I'll tell you what, we're going to do this. Do we have any Hardee's coupons left? Does anybody know?
Like one or two. We're very limited on those.
We'll write some. Hey, Nicole Moore said we need. Hey, we'll get some. We'll write you some IOUs. I'll tell you what we're going to do. You ready?
Uh-oh.
Hey, Sheridan, you ready? She'll wake up in a few hours. It's fine. Here's what we're going to do. So over the next, let's do the 2-minute warning here. Everybody who calls in, I'll give you a Hardee's coupon right now. 423-614-6499 or text us at that same number. And here's what we're going to. So give me 10 seconds. In 8. We're going to start 2 minutes. So for 2 minutes, we're going to give away a Hardee's coupon to everybody who calls or texts. Nicole Morris has just wrecked her car. All right, here we go. We're on. 2 minutes. You got till 7:15 Eastern Time. You got 2 minutes. Call, text 423-614-6499. We'll give you a free Hardee's coupon. Kick off this school year. Get it going. And while you're doing that, if you want to win our Mix 30 prize package from Rock Creek, which we're giving away tomorrow afternoon, we will do that also. It's the Hardee's Wake Up. Get a great breakfast from Hardee's. And with this coupon we're giving away, you got 90 seconds. 90 seconds. Call me right now or text me, 423-614-6499. Get no questions asked, free Hardee's coupon. That's a back-to-school gift from your friends at Hardee's.
Hardee's Double Deals pack double the charbroiled beef and melty cheese. Choose a double cheeseburger or bacon double cheeseburger starting at $2.99. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Hey, who doesn't love a great deal?
We all do, right? It's great to save money. We here at Mermaid know what you need, and it's a good night's sleep. And right now you can get it for less at our clearance center. You can save up to 50% on Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Nectar, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and many more. You can get an adjustable base for as little as $199, or assorted headboards for only $99 each.
But only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Mix 1041 is celebrating 30 years of being on air. We are celebrating by giving away 30 prizes over 30 weeks. Presented by TVFCU Mortgage. Register today at mymix1041.com.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals.
We're here for you.
So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
a name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
Storage. Now, you've heard of All Safe Storage, I'm sure. You know, they have the Penske truck rentals also. But All Safe Storage celebrating 35 years, and now they have 5 locations serving Cleveland and Bradley County. All their facilities are equipped with video surveillance and an electronic gate. For all your storage needs, you go to their website, which Jeff Cox is proud of, allsafetn.com, allsafetn.com. Let's go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center at 7:18 with Roger Pickett. Boy, we're proud of Roger. Is this Roger? It's either Roger or Kristen. See, now we got Kristen doing them.
Mm-hmm.
And no man knows the day nor the hour. We can't tell you who this is. I don't even know.
The red, white, and black tag sale going on now at Mermaid's Lee Highway Clearance Center. $4.99, $9.99, and $14.99, including Tempur-Pedic. But hurry before they're gone.
We're auctioning these matches off $5.99, $4.99, $3.99.
Thank you. Okay, for today, we'll have a few isolated rain showers this morning, and then widespread rain and storms, mainly from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. this evening. Potential for heavy rain and localized flooding with these rain showers today. So, and then after 6 p.m. today, additional scattered storms possible. So rain and thunderstorms throughout the day today, a high of 80 and a low of 69 this evening. For tomorrow, we'll have rain showers during the morning, clearing by the afternoon, a high of 87 and a low of 68 tomorrow evening. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 89. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 76 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Hey, this is Eric Gardner with Volunteer Ritapest.
Good morning. You just saw it on your screen. Today is a storm alert weather day, and there's really kind of 2 factors that we're looking at: the potential for too much rainfall, the flooding risk, and a severe threat. So let's go over the flooding one first. This is the excessive rainfall map for today. If you remember yesterday, the forecast for today had that yellow slide color basically from Chattanooga into the northeast. Today, we are now seeing areas to the southwest also included with that slight risk. So kind of these overall rain chances have balanced out a little more across our entire area. So everybody needs to be aware of the widespread and heavy rainfall. Of course, anytime you get those repeated storms, that's where you're really going to get that torrential rain. That could lead to some localized flooding, especially in low-lying and poor drainage areas. So with that in mind and that shift of seeing some of our southwestern communities included, there is now a flood watch in place for those southwestern communities. So Jackson County, DeKalb County, and Alabama are included with that. It goes into effect today at 7 a.m. Central Time all the way till Friday early afternoon at 1 p.m. Central Time, because you are the locations that are likely to still get some additional rainfall on Friday morning. All right, so that's our flooding risk factor for today. Let's talk about the severe factor then. So for your Thursday, when we're looking at the potential of any kind of embedded thunderstorms that may have strong to severe qualities to them, we're kind of split across our area under this level 1 to level 2 risk. So still overall lower chances, but we certainly want you to be aware of that. As those fronts are coming through, we have the potential especially of some damaging wind gusts, but unfortunately can't completely rule out the risk for a tornado. So here's those percentages of probabilities that we're breaking down. That 5% damaging wind risk, the yellow is going to be that 15% chance, and then for the tornado risk, you're looking at that 2% probability. So let's now see what's happening outside. And there's not a whole lot at this point in time. What we're dealing with is we had a few isolated showers to the east. We're now beginning to see a little bit moving into our northwestern communities, but each one of these is really pretty small in size, maybe a brief heavy downpour in Middle Tennessee, but that still hasn't gotten to our area yet. So a lot of our roads at this point in time are still dry. So even if you do head out for your morning commute at 7 a.m. or so, yes, you may run into a little bit of rain, but that's not really the problematic rain. Let me pull back further, and you can see that problematic rain is still further off to the northwest of us. This whole big block, that's going to be sliding down this warm front. That's what's going to bring us that widespread coverage, impacting your late morning, midday, picking up the kids after school commutes. That's a big factor of why we have it as a storm alert weather day. As people are driving around, we want you to be safe with that. So as we look at futurecast this morning, again, we can see a few pockets of a little bit of isolated shower activity, but not too bad for your morning time commute. Clouds are going to increase, eventually becoming mostly cloudy to overcast. Once it's past 10 a.m. though, here comes that widespread rain really dropping down into our area. Anytime you see those bins like that, that's going to be torrential rainfall, but also that potential for that gusty wind as well. Here's 2 p.m. still seeing that movement across our area into the afternoon for picking up those kids after school. Now, I think once we get past about 6 p.m., the widespread rain is done, but we're still going to have some additional scatter storms possible for your Thursday night. And in fact, early Friday morning, here's where we're seeing that activity still for locations to the south and west.
And we have, yes, we're telling you earlier about Mix 30. This is the celebration of 30 years of Mix 1041. I don't know if that deserves a celebration or not.
Yes, of course it does.
But anyway, hey, one of our alums, did Brian Trotter tell you something? What's going on?
He did, yes. Give me a weather report. It is raining lightly in downtown Chattanooga.
Brian Trotter, a little known fact, Brian gave Paul Barris the idea for the 3-degree guarantee. And he also called Paul and said, hey, in 1993, it says it's going to be a blizzard.
Did he?
We're going to do some special things. Our actual birthday month is in September. And every week in September, now, here's what's happening. Bridget and Austin and Sheridan doesn't listen to this broadcast. She listens to the station in her ear right there. Anyway, they're finding this out now. So each week we're going to do like the top 30 stories, the top 30 songs. Oh, we'll come up with something else. Anyway, great. I've got some notes somewhere.
Okay.
Anyway, the month of September, but yeah, the blizzard of 93.
Yeah.
So we were on the air, yeah. We had just gone on the air with this, with Mix 1041. You know what we may do?
What?
Hey, Brian, you could actually help me with this. We played country music for the first 7 years. And then we realized that there was a station in Chattanooga. I think it's 100 point something, which 100.7. Now, let's just pull up a chair. Let's do a little history here. 100.7 was WCLE prior to it being US 101. And Tom Rowland was involved at that time. Tom Joyner, a guy named, not Tom Joyner, the radio host, but another one.
Okay.
So then they bought it and it became what it is. So we said, well, you know what? We probably shouldn't play country music. So then in the year 2000, we flipped to whatever we're doing now. So we've been doing this for a while. You know, we ought to do hey, Brian, we ought to do the top, Brian was here at the time. We ought to do the top country songs from the era that we played country music. 93 to 2000. Just give me some George Strait and we'll be all right. Now, that was real country back then. Now, we did have the boot scooting boogie. That old Billy Ray. And Miley Ray Cyrus carrying on the great tradition.
That's right.
So anyway, Mix 30, we're celebrating. And hey, we've had literally thousands of entries in this since we've been doing this. I guess back in April we started all this. Thanks to TVFCU, I love them. They're wonderful people. Most of them are Christians. TVFCU Mortgage Department. I don't know about Kim Gunter. We're waiting for her to turn her life over. You call the Mortgage Department at TVFCU, they'll pay for your appraisal. If you want to pay Bridget and I directly to come and do your appraisal, we'll just come look at it.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks good to us. Pay me. This week brought to you by our friends at Rock Creek. Boy, I love Rock Creek. I mean, that's you talk about a great store, man. That you can find anything you want. They're going to give away Gooder sunglasses, which I wear myself from Rock Creek, backpack, drinkware, and a lunchbox that may or may not have the A-Team on it. We don't know. So if you want to win all that, call or text us right now. 423-614-6499. Mix 30 this week, Rock Creek. Boy, that's a great prize package. We're giving away thousands and thousands of dollars in prizes. Next week's going to be another very special week. All of that. Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Okay, happy birthday to Nicole Gober today. That is from Todd, Camden, Tragan, Gracie, and Lucy.
Nicole Gober getting a year older.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Hope she has a great day today.
I went to high school with Nicole at Cleveland High. And then they made a trade. Nicole was a cheerleader. She used to, I tell this story probably every year, Nicole and Todd, as you know, but Todd would play basketball.
Yeah.
Nicole would be cheering him on. And then they got married their sophomore year of high school. I wondered about it, but God love them, they've lasted this long. Now, have they ever called Jimmy Logan? Of course. We all do, but it's fine. Back to you.
Also, Melissa Hayes is celebrating her birthday today. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us on at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty.
Kim, come on. Don't be mad at me.
Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. Simmons Bank works hard to help make their customers' dreams come true. Call Ken Do at 423-381-3427.
Hey, I'm going to save myself a phone call. Hey, Kim, we need to get you back in here. I got an idea for you. Kim Gunter is listening right now. Apparently, she has turned her life over. It's very nice. 7:28, back in a moment.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Well, Bridget, Cleveland, Tennessee, known for a lot of things, but we are now known as the second highest gas prices in the state of Tennessee. Second, what?
Not good.
Not good. Second only to Nashville. More on that. Hey, yeah, it's school time. Bradley County schools will operate on an abbreviated schedule tomorrow, Friday. First full day is Monday. And then Cleveland City schools will go to their reconnection days on August 7th and 8th. First full day of school, August 9th. Now, kindergarten's different schedules. You need to check with your child's school, obviously. Polk County schools, they're getting ready. Orientation August 8th and 9th. First full day of classes, August 11th in Polk County. But we have school calendars on our website. One of the best things we've done, Sheridan Mosley has put that together for us. MyMix1041.com. You can find your system calendar right there. Now, if you go on there and you say, hey, where's my calendar? Let us know. Call Bridget's cell phone. I will give it to you, you know what, at 9 a.m. So anyway.
Whose idea was that originally?
I don't know. Thought it was mine. Was it yours? Or no, you know what? It was Ashley.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Fruit Loops, was that Bridget's idea?
I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention.
She's taking credit for the school calendars.
No, I think that was Sheridan's idea.
How long have you been doing this, Bridget?
Several years. Neither of y'all were here then.
Oh, snap. Okay, there we go. Sounds like an HR meeting. Hey, coming up next hour, Ross Tarver. Ross going to come in, talk about his family business, Tarver Distributing. For over 50 years, and it's going to be a very special interview. Senator Marsha Blackburn at 8:45. Now, if you're not able to join us at those times, like I was telling you yesterday about our wonderful interview with the Dillard family, and we had Rivers King in here, very entertaining interview. Go to mixtv.tv. That's the main reason we got that. You can go back and watch interviews.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford Chevrolet is saying yes to low interest rates and trade assistance in August. Finish your summer and start the fall right in a new Chevy from Don Ledford Chevrolet, North Lee Highway in Cleveland, or go to donledford.com for more details. Don Ledford in Cleveland, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. And as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. They have recently relocated to a larger, more convenient branch at 950 25th Street in Cleveland at the intersection of Peerless Road. Their team, operating hours, and services have not changed. Call them at 423-458-3007. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Vroom. Need a ride?
Healthcare is constantly evolving and the future is here. Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits is the future of healthcare. With its focus on preventative care, personalized attention, and included generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits is changing the game. No more long wait times, rushed appointments, or outrageous medication costs. Join the healthcare revolution today and discover why Direct Primary Care Associates with Pharmacy Benefits is the future of healthcare. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Hey listeners, there's a new buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and I'm here to tell you the car business is back. Cleveland Ford's inventory is back with over 100 new Fords in stock. Discounts are back, so prices are down, interest rates are down, and rebates are up. In addition to all that, Cleveland Ford has up to $2,000 in trade assistance cash available that you can use as a down payment or to pay off your trade. So hurry into Cleveland Ford today, because with all they've got going on, now is the time to buy.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfasts bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
All right, this portion of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Alchemy, Alchemy Spa?
Yes, Alchemy Med Spa and Wellness Center. Yes, they are celebrating their grand opening a week from today, next Thursday. They are located at 222 First Street, downtown Cleveland, which is in the Agora building. So their grand opening celebration and ribbon cutting will be happening from noon until 5 o'clock, ribbon cutting at 1 o'clock. This is next Thursday. They're going to have some exclusive offers for people who attend. So the first 20 guests who RSVP and attend the event will get a swag bag with a value of $175. So the way to RSVP, you can call 423-654-7630 or email alchemychat@gmail.com. You can also always visit their website for more details, alchemymedspotchat.com. So they're going to have hourly giveaways and a great time next Thursday. We're going to be broadcasting live. That's at Alchemy Med Spa and Wellness Center. They are now open downtown Cleveland in the Agora building on First Street.
All right, inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center, 7:35 sports on the way next.
$100 off select Stearns & Foster, $500 off on the new Tempur-Pedic mattresses going on now during our summer savings event at Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, we'll have a few isolated rain showers this morning and then widespread rain and storms for our listening area between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. today. Potential for heavy rain and localized flooding with these rain and storms. And then after 6 p.m., additional scattered storms possible. We'll have a high of 80 today and a low of 69 this evening. For tomorrow, rain showers during the morning and then clearing by afternoon, a high of 87 and a low of 68. Partly cloudy on Saturday with a high of 89. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 76 degrees.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
Don't forget about Aubrey's. Southern Living Magazine calls it the top locally owned restaurant in Tennessee. There you go. All right, it's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk, CHI Memorial. Hello, Human Kindness, the Sports Report at 7:36. Brought to you by the Town Squire with their 46th anniversary celebration already in progress. Did you know the Town Squire is having a birthday celebration? 46 years old. Suits and sport coats, sale price, along with dress and casual slacks, dress shirts, and ties. The anniversary celebration going on now. Stop by and check them out. Outfitting customers since 1977. The shop with the personal touch. The Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. Braves got a win yesterday afternoon. Took 2 of 3 in the series, and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Braves 12-5 of the Angels yesterday. Well, this is interesting, Florida State fans. Listen up. Florida State President Richard McCullough told the Florida State Board of Trustees that Florida State will leave the ACC unless there is a radical change to the athletics proceeds distribution model. FSU would have to pay the ACC $120 million to leave. Now, ESPN reporting, and you know that the athletic director at Florida State is the son of Louis Alford, and that is Mike Alford from Cleveland. And Mike is quoted in the story with ESPN that Florida State, the way they're talking, they are going to be out of the SEC sooner than, the ACC may be coming to the SEC sooner than later. NFL Hall of Fame game tonight kicks off the NFL preseason at it's the Jets and the Browns in Canton, Ohio. That's at 8 o'clock on NBC. And Austin Matthews is the new head girls wrestling coach at Bradley Central High School. Bradley County Schools made the announcement on Wednesday. Austin Matthews is the new Bradley Central High School girls wrestling coach. And if Patrick Spangler ever wakes up and answers my messages, we may have Austin in here, so you just never know. All right. Hey, we got this. Hey, Caleb Bolaños, thank you. I'm just seeing this note here. Hey, Fruit Loops, do you see this? Did you write this note, or did D-Wayne? About Piper Fowler?
Wrestler?
Yes. Says she is in Turkey. At the, I mean, reading Dwayne's writing is like reading hieroglyphics. Anyway, she is on it's the Under-17 World Wrestling Championship. And since this note, I think, was
today,
left.
I think.
What?
Competing today, I think.
Yeah, it says finals are today, I guess, at 11 a.m. And I assume that's Eastern time. That's in Turkey. I don't know what the time difference is. Bridget doesn't know what time it is in America, so she couldn't tell us. We always love the Australian Open. That's my dentures, because it's 16 hours ahead. But Piper Fowler, oh my goodness, and she's in Turkey, and I believe one of the Cleveland coaches went with her. Is that right? Didn't Boskin go with her? Josh Boskin, I believe. So anyway, it's so we're going to pull her on. We'll update you. Somebody help us with that. Caleb, thank you very much for the phone call. We appreciate it. All right, at 20 before the hour.
A name and brand that you can trust.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Mix 104.1 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Attention shoppers, learn more about our Picky Promise.
This produce looks amazing, and it smells so fresh. Food City is as picky about produce as I am, and that's hard to do. But they make it look easy with their Picky Promise. If it's ever not fresh, they'll replace it.
That's cool. And I thought their helpful certified butchers were the coolest thing about this place.
It's all here.
Nobody does food like Food City.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves.
Well, today marks 4 years since Grundy County native Adam Brazil became a free man. He was wrongfully convicted of a murder in 2006 and served more than 12 years behind bars. Now he is receiving compensation from the state.
In fact, the state is compensating him for his wrongful conviction, and Dallas Payton tells us more about what he'll be receiving. Dallas?
David Cindy, the Tennessee Department of Treasury Board of Claims voted to award Brazil the cap of $1 million for his wrongful imprisonment and exoneration claim.
For me to be exonerated and now find out that we're compensated, it's incredibly humbling. It's so deep and surreal. I'm just so thankful.
Despite being compensated $1 million from the state of Tennessee, Adam Brazil will not see all of it. He says with inflation, it should be much more, but he understands the state gave him all that they could, and he's thankful for the outcome.
$200,000 roughly, a little less, went to my attorneys out of that. And then we're going to get like half of the rest for 30 years.
Brazil told us none of this would be possible without his sister, who made so many sacrifices and spearheaded the movement for his freedom. One of those people in his village being the judge who made his freedom official.
To turn me loose after 9 years and justly vacate my charges, and, you know, to have his support along the way, him coming to my house, even after they locked me back up and I come home on the Alford plea, you know, I just remember, you know, him coming to the house and apologizing on behalf of the justice system.
On top of finding out about the $1 million compensation, Brazil and his wife are getting ready to have a baby boy any day now.
And for me to consider and, you know, think on the, you know, the things that I definitely took for granted my whole life, which is, you know, owning a home and planting a garden and having kids.
While celebrating his victories after fighting for so long, Brazil says he will continue to step up and fight for those who have also been wrongfully convicted, in hopes to keep the conversation going for those in a similar position.
People need to know the fight that we fought. It gives people in my shoes, in the shoes that I was in just recently, you know, hope.
You're free to go, sir. You're a free man.
And we need hope.
Brazil is still working on a lawsuit for compensation and punitive damages from the Grundy County government and several former members of the Grundy County Sheriff's Office and a former TBI special agent. Cindy?
Thursday, August 3rd, in the year of our Lord, 2023. Bridget, you're fired. Get out.
Okay, see ya. It's that easy.
You told me at 7 a.m., I said to you, when is it going to rain? And I asked you, politely and nicely, when it was going to rain today. Ladies and gentlemen, Bridget, never listen to her reports. She told me it wasn't going to rain till 10 o'clock. I've got something to do outside this morning.
So we're going to have showers before that this morning. Cancel your outdoor plans.
No, you did not.
Austin, roll the tape.
Yeah, she said there would be showers this morning, and then the main part of the rain would be in at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Austin.
I walked outside, where, by the way, I found D. Wayne and Austin gathered over the smoke tank. I don't know what that is. I made that up. But anyway, and it's raining. So now I cannot do my outdoor activities that I'd planned, although you said, no, you're a liar, Fruit Loops, by the way. And you're not even paying attention. You're watching some sitcom back there while we're doing this. No, you said you're on the record as saying, I mean, then you had that wind advisory a few months ago, but poor little Annie tied down still.
I admitted that.
You had the wrong day.
Had the wrong day, yes.
And I mean, you're the only person in history who I've ever heard do a weather forecast in a question, with a question mark. Unbelievable. So now I literally went outside. Why? Because I can't see out the window here. They got some kind of film over it. Or maybe that's just dust. I don't know.
Probably.
Coming up, Senator Marsha Blackburn. Get that girl talking about everything. Remember last time when she was on, I introduced her as Bill Haggerty? I can't believe it. They asked us a few days ago if she could come on. I said, well, I'm surprised you guys want her on again. Anyway, so she'll be on at 8:45. And Ross Tarver, oh my, what an interview we got coming up here. Talk about a great family business, Tarver Distributing, for over 60 years. And he's got some stuff to tell us this morning. You want to hear that or watch it or whatever. And again, if you can't be with us, or you're tired of Bridget giving the wrong information, which it's been 17 years of this, whatever. No, if you can't stay with us, go back and watch it. MixTV.tv. We had a great interview yesterday with the Dillards. They were in here, first interview they've given. since the horrible tragedy of Christmas night. Heard about it all day yesterday. And I tell you, the one thing that a lot of people took from that, two things mainly that I heard about, were those boys are okay health-wise.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Yeah, that was great.
Second thing, they are starting a non-for-profit. My buddy Randy Bonner is coordinating that with them, and got a lot to tell you about coming up, folks, so stand by. Let's go to the Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Okay, happy birthday to Nicole Gober today. That is from her family, Todd, Camden, Tragan, Gracie, and Lucy. And then Melissa Hayes is celebrating today as well. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have the products and services to help make your dreams come true. Call Jamie Kyle at 423-381-3429.
Jamie Kyle is taking victory laps over the Rotary meeting Tuesday, where we've had like 10,000 people watch us. I don't know what it is. But,
huge response.
Well, he booked the local football coaches at the Rotary Club. And that was great.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. But, I mean, you have one good idea, and what is he, 78 years old? I don't know how old he is. I know how old he looks. But yeah, no, that was great. So, Jamie, I don't know if he's any good at banking. Where's he working now?
Simmons Bank.
Is he at Simmons with Ken Do?
That's right.
Oh, man. All right, so there you have it. It is 9 before the hour.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Back to school time. Bradley County Schools, an abbreviated school day tomorrow. First full day is Monday. Cleveland City, they're having reconnection days August 7th and 8th. Their first full day is August the 9th. Polk County, orientation days August 8th and 9th. First full day August 11th. Now, we have school calendars on our website, mymix1041.com, for not only Cleveland and Bradley County, but neighboring systems. All happening on our website. Again, mymix1041.com. Cleveland, Tennessee. You've heard of it, Bridget, I think.
Yes.
Where you call for no rain this morning. Remember that one?
Not.
That was a funny one. Anyway, Cleveland has the second highest gas prices in the state to Nashville.
Wow. Not something to be proud of.
Let's see, $3.59 for unleaded. Now, what kind do you get? Diesel? What do you get?
No.
Get the premium?
Regular. No, regular.
Just get regular?
Yep.
Get regular over there. Know that. Now, a lot of times, you used to back when you paid cash, pump up and then run. But, man, I think you're wanted in several states. All right, 7 before the hour. Come on.
This news update is brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143.
Bridget, it's time to give away some ducks. How about it? We're doing it again. Mix 104.1 Great Cleveland Duck Race presented by Don Ledford Automotive Center. It's on a Saturday. For the first time, that rolls out the Adventist, and I hate that. Why did you do that? What do you have against the Adventist?
That was not my decision.
McKee Bakery, Little Debbie? So they can't come this year. It's too bad. You have a comment?
No, I don't. Oh, goodness.
Let me tell you something, folks. One of my joys in life is making you uncomfortable.
Thank you.
And here's the point. You let me down entirely. You told me it wasn't going to rain this morning. I got something to do outside. I'm not screaming. I'll stop screaming. Huh?
I told you to cancel.
All right, fine. Anyway, you want a duck? Call us or text us right now. Well, that's it for the fudge round. Too bad. 423-61. I guess I'll have to buy them. 423-614-6499. You got to get your duck. Giving away a huge local shopping extravaganza prize package. That's so if you don't have a duck in the race, got a bunch of prizes Saturday, August 12th. I think it's 10 to 3, because the Lord knows we need to have that event at the hottest time we possibly can. Thank you again to Ashley RFRV who made that decision.
is 10 to 3.
Hey, Fruit Loops. Well, you know, the hottest point of the day be 5 p.m. Hey, Fruit Loops. Who moved it to Saturday? It's been Friday for 20 years.
I think that was an office decision.
It was an office decision?
Yes, we all kind of wanted to move it to Saturday.
We're a team. You are not on that team.
Thank God. Let me tell you something. If there's a team I would not want to be a part of, it's you people. Oh, my Lord. Call us, text us right now. We'll do it till 8 o'clock. 423-614-6499. We have professional wrestling at the Duck Race this year. Championship One Wrestling. They're bringing in a pretty big name for that day. It's going to be a special card. And looking forward to that. Of course, every Saturday night, Championship One at the old McDonald School, the C1W Arena. All right. So they're going to be wrestling out there, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Going to be good. Ashley RVRF, that was RVF or whatever it was. That was her idea. Kind of like Saturday. We're going to tick off the Adventists. That's good. And then also the 10 to 3 thing.
That's right.
I said, now when will it be the hottest? So we will have some cooling stations out there.
Yes, courtesy of the Salvation Army. They're going to have 2 cooling tents, and we appreciate that very much.
I thought it was Ashley blowing on people's faces.
No. Thank you, Salvation Army.
Here's our cooling budget cuts. Here's our cooling station. Man, I'm leaving.
Goodness.
She's going to just destroy me.
Yep.
Over to you.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's time to close out summer
over here
and start the fall right by saving big on a Don Ledford pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. With over 100 cars, trucks, and SUVs in stock, they'll have something for you right now with new arrivals daily. That's at Don Ledford Cleveland.
Oh, she brushes her teeth when she does that.
We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. We do have rain in the area. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ritapest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty.
I mean, sure, you like taking calls from listeners. Now we're going to make them blow in their faces. That's our cooling station. Oh, yeah, baby. We're professional. It is 2 before the hour.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-339-3231.
I was wondering, is the Town Squire complete men's store? Yes, it's true. The Town Squire is also celebrating 46 years. Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, with great prices and great selection. Larry and his staff have been outfitting their customers since 1977. From hats to shoes, all sale price. Your complete men's store since 1977. Come in and check them out. Walk out in comfort and style.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Hey, who doesn't love a great deal?
We all do, right? And right now at our clearance center, you can get an adjustable base for as little as $199 or assorted headboards for only $99 each.
But only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Mix 1041 is celebrating 30 years of being on air. We are celebrating by giving away 30 prizes over 30 weeks. Presented by TVFCU Mortgage. Register today at mymix1041.com.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Stop by today and take advantage of Bradley County's largest pre-owned inventory. Or visit cleveland-nissan.com, home of the lifetime warranty.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Dad, I don't feel so good.
What'd you say, babe?
I don't feel so good.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want to take your temperature?
Yes, please.
Yeah, it does look high. Let's schedule an appointment with DPCA.
Direct Primary Care Associates is here to help at times just like these. The convenience of same-day and telemed visits. They are always available to help with your busy lifestyle. Visit us online at directpca.com.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. Offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices. Keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups. Making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us.
And that probably happened twice.
Are you complaining?
No, I'm not complaining.
Okay.
Are you complaining?
Every second of every day. Listen, hey, Bobby, well, I am complaining because Bridget said it was not going to rain this morning. It's already raining.
Did not.
So I have to cancel my activity that I had scheduled. And everybody's going to, anyway. Hey, Bobby, so here's the deal. It's 8 a.m. It's 8:02 now. And there's people, they've never heard of you because they're only listening now and whatever. So introduce yourself to the new audience. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm Bobby Ludwig. I've been with Edward Jones Investments. We manage retirement accounts, 401ks, income when you're in retirement. We help develop a retirement plan to make sure you don't outlive your money. Been with the firm for 18 years now. And on the radio for almost all of those 18 years, helping clients get through the good years and the bad years and develop a plan. Does that help?
Are you still talking? Is that still happening? Okay. Hey, Bobby. Well, we love Bobby.
Why don't you put an espresso machine or something in there to keep him up? Because regular coffee doesn't seem to cut it.
He's talking to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Would you like it? She doesn't pay it. See, this is what she does. She's over there on her phone, messaging everyone. She's telling me about her road trip this weekend. She's all excited about. So, anyway, whatever. She's going to go have some Skyline chili in Cincinnati. All right, so Bobby, what's up? Come on, tell us about it.
Hey, not the markets. The Dow was down yesterday off 348 points to close at 35,283. The S&P down 63 to close at 4,513, and the Nasdaq off 310 points to close at 13,973. Getting a tickle in my throat. Back to you guys in the studio.
Okay. Now, Bobby, I hope you pull through.
Yeah.
All right. Got Ross Tarver here if you need him. He's, I think, coming in. All right. He's in the lobby. All right, Bobby, how do people get a hold of you?
Hey, give us a call for all your investment, retirement, and life insurance needs, 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215. Or stop by and see me at 2060 North Dakota, right by the old Liner gas station.
All right, Bobby, thanks so much. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Drs. Ken and Brian Beard. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is Talk 1013 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 1013 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Former President Trump, facing 78 criminal charges now, returns to Washington, D.C. for another arraignment.
Additional security measures are in place around the Prettyman Federal Court building ahead of a 4 p.m. initial appearance. The former president is expected to appear in person and may enter a plea on 4 counts brought by special counsel Jack Smith, charging Trump with conspiracy to defraud the United States and obstruct an official proceeding.
Fox's Jared Halpern. Trump says he can't get a fair trial in D.C., suggesting West Virginia instead. President Biden's calling for the immediate release of Niger's President Mohamed Bazoum, removed from power in a military coup.
The U.S. Embassy in Niger will remain open, but the State Department's ordered a partial evacuation. Non-essential staff and their families are being withdrawn, we're told, out of an abundance of caution.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Ladies and gentlemen, our top story from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. I'm joined now by our top story, Ashley RFRV, who, Ashley, we have something to tell you, and I think this is, and now we're celebrating 30 years of Mix 104, and this is one of the greatest ideas that Bridget has ever had. At the duck race, and you called me last Saturday, you're concerned about the heat. You're concerned because first of all, you schedule this 10 to 3 on a Saturday. It's fine. In August. It's okay.
And you wanted a 10 to 5, but
okay.
It's okay. We'll
Thank you.
my
mic's not working all of a sudden.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so, Ashley, thank you. Bridget, thank you for doing this. We talked about cooling stations, you know, at the duck race, that you yourself are going to give of yourself literally and blow in the face of everyone who needs to be cooled off. Thank you, Ashley.
Oh, you're so welcome.
By the way, it's sponsored by CERTS. So CERTS is sponsoring the Ashley.
They still make certs.
Excuse you?
They still make certs.
I don't know. But listen, thank you for doing that.
Welcome.
You're gonna pass out probably. Several times.
Several times.
And it's very nice.
I'm a giving person.
So our listening audience will be lined up, and you're gonna blow in their face to cool them off because we've got budget cuts. So we cannot afford.
That's the impact I try to make this year.
Any fans or ceiling fans. I mean, Ashley, of course, wanted to plug in a ceiling fan out there, which there are no plug-ins.
There's no ceiling out there, too.
God love you, Ashley. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. That's what you called me in here for? That's the top news story?
We're going to line them up.
Listen.
We're going to cool them off.
I'm sure your decision desk text group is going crazy.
Decision desk. That's who did it. Now, Bridget, actually, we will have also another cooling station. Is that right?
Yes. Thank you to the Salvation Army of Cleveland. They're going to be providing a couple of cooling tents for us at the duck race.
Which do not involve blowing in anyone's face.
Correct.
Well, I tell you what we'll do, too. We'll get some of those camp meeting fans, you know, the hand fans. Bridget, why am I looking at you? Bridget will know. You know, remember those fans we used to do out there at the old camp meetings on the tent revivals and everything?
You can have some of those.
All right, get out, Ashley.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. All right, it is 8:08. Let's go to local and state. I mean, how much does she hate me? I mean, is it that bad?
Yeah.
Now she's out there screaming. All right, school is starting, and speaking of the heat, school is starting. Bradley County will operate on an abbreviated day tomorrow. First full day is Monday, Bradley County Schools. Now, kindergarten schedules could be different. Check with your child's individual school for more details. Also, Cleveland City Schools have what they call Reconnection Days, August 7th and 8th. First full school day for the district is August 9th. Parents should contact their child's school or the school's website to see which Reconnection Day your child should attend. Polk County Schools orientation August 8 and 9, and the first full day of Polk County Schools August 11th. All right, so we have school calendars up on our website at mymix1041.com for Bradley County, Cleveland City, Athens City, McMinn County, Polk County, Hamilton County, also Ray County, Monroe County, and Meigs County schools. It's all right there, all in one place, all on our website, mymix1041.com. Gas prices in Cleveland are the second highest in the state. How about that? So actually the Tennessee average is $3.46 a gallon, according to AAA, and is being reported by the Chattanooga Times-Free Press this morning. Cleveland has the second highest gas price in the state, right behind Nashville. We're up about 21 cents in the last week. So anyway, congratulations to us. So there's more news on our website at mymix1041.com.
Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. Don Ledford Buick GMC truck is saying yes to low interest rates and trade assistance in August. Finish your summer and start the fall in a new Buick or GMC from Don Ledford Buick GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. The YMCA's after-school program is a safe place for children to play, learn, and grow when out of school. Find out more at ymcachattanooga.org. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Stop by today and take advantage of Bradley County's largest pre-owned inventory, or visit cleveland-nissan.com, home of the lifetime warranty.
Come build something amazing.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and the car business is back. Inventory's back, discounts are back, and interest rates are down. Cleveland Ford even has trade-in assistance cash available, so hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because now is the time to buy.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfasts bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors, starting pay at $19 an hour, earning potential up to $23 an hour, plus incentive pay, additional $2 an hour night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus, flexible schedules, and great benefits.
Hey, won't you stay?
Thank you.
So, Frankie Valley in the Four Seasons.
They have open interviews every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 3 p.m. Apply at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
I'd like to apologize to everyone. I haven't properly warmed up. Shirley Pace, you know, the Ma, Me, Me, Mo, Moo general chorus, Cleveland High.
Yeah.
Part. I really apologize for that. That was just rehearsal.
Okay.
We will have the live performance.
Oh, good.
On the midnight show now, baby. All right, let's go to it. It's a Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. Roger Pickett.
The red, white, and blue tag sale going on now at Mermaid's Lee Highway Clearance Center. $4.99, $9.99, and $14.99.
$4.99, $5.99, $14.99, $4.99, $5.99, $3.99, $2.99. Do I hear $1.99? Do I hear $99? Do I hear 99 cents?
For today, we'll have a few isolated rain showers this morning, and then widespread rain and storms from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. this evening. Potential for heavy rain and localized flooding today. And then after 6 p.m., additional scattered storms are possible. We'll have a high of 79 today and a low of 69 this evening. For tomorrow, rain showers during the morning, partly cloudy by afternoon, a high of 86 and a low of 68. Partly cloudy on Saturday with a high of 89. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 75 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
Mix 104.1, Talk 101.3 The Buzz, Fiesta 99.1, and MixTV.tv are Southeast Tennessee's football headquarters.
The Tennessee Vols.
It's football time in Tennessee.
The Tennessee Titans.
Touchdown Titans! And the national champion Georgia Bulldogs.
Hunker it down one more time.
Bradley Central High School Bears on Talk 101.3 The Buzz.
The Cleveland High School Blue Raiders on Mix 104.1.
The Walker Valley Mustangs on Fiesta 99.1.
Mix 104.1, Talk 101.3 The Buzz, Fiesta 99.1, and MixTV.tv.
Southeast Tennessee's football headquarters.
See the full schedule at mymix1041.com and download the free Mix 1041 app to listen and watch on your mobile device.
All right, Mix 104.1. Good morning, everybody. And I tell you what, got one of my longest time friends that I know and a friend of this community, Ross Tarver. Ross, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great this morning. How about you, Steve?
Buddy, I'm doing good, and I'm glad to see you. And look, you know, you and I have been talking about you coming in here for a while, and I'm so glad to have you. And first of all, how are you? What's happening? What's the latest?
It's all good. You know, of all the bad things that has happened probably the last 90 days or so, still feel very fortunate. You know, my problems are small compared to a lot of folks, so there's no sense in whining and crying over it. You just got to bear down, work a little harder, and make the most of a bad situation. So
let's talk about it. You know, it's no secret. Everybody knows what you're talking about. And of course, you're talking about a brand that you feature, which is Bud Light. And
right.
And you know, Ross, talk about the decision, I guess, made nationally, and then just tell us anything you want.
Well, I think it's been made very clear now it was the wrong decision. Obviously, I think that message has been heard very clear by leadership with Anheuser-Busch. And honestly, there's probably need to be a little gut check. I think there's several corporations who probably have been guilty of the same thing. I think the timing of it was poor, but in all reality, I think they've admitted where they've done wrong, and I think they've now refocused, revamped, and recommitted themselves in knowing what they did and knowing how to correct that situation. So, you know, I do feel they're on the right path now. I've had several conversations with some of the Anheuser-Busch leadership. We had a very large meeting in Nashville. 13 Tennessee wholesalers met with Anheuser-Busch leadership, and we discussed the situation. I do think that, you know, I think there was a little bit of an overreaction, but I think the timing of it, combined with a lot of other things that was going on, I think it was like developed the perfect storm, which was unfortunate for us. But I think what it has happened, I think the positive of all this, I think what they now realize, what's most important is to stay out of the weeds. Just stick to making good quality beer for our loyal customers to enjoy. You know, we're all very proud Americans. We're proud of the beers we drink, whether they're, you know, Anheuser-Busch products or not. Everybody has their choice of brands and products that they enjoy and that they support. I think they're getting back now to their core business, and I think that's what they should have been doing all along, personally.
So, Ross, you know, in my opinion, Cleveland and Bradley County has no greater friend than you. And you have been at the forefront of so many wonderful things that have happened in business, in charitable endeavors. And when all this happened, I tell you, I had a conversation with a lot of your friends here. And they said, you know what? That's happening nationally.
Right.
You know, that decision was made nationally. But we love Ross and Holly Tarver. And we love the Tarver family. And by the way, we love what they're doing with a local business in Charleston, Tennessee. So, buddy, we start, these people, and there were a lot of people, thousands of people heard those announcements that have been made the last couple of months. And those folks, Ross, wanted to stand with you and Holly and your family and your employees and say, you know what? When the chips are down, you know who your real friends are.
Oh, there's no question.
And those people did that, Ross, because they love you and they thank you for what you've done here. And I could list the examples of charitable organizations that have been benefited by this man right here. And he hates it he hates this. He hates this. Because he told me, you know, when we talked about this, he said, as long as it's not about me, as long as it's about the people, as long as it's about Tarver, and that's really what it was. But Ross, those people who did those announcements said, you know what? And by the way, there were more. There were a lot more, actually, who wanted to do it, who whatever.
Right.
But anyway, Ross, thank you very much.
Well, I want to say this. I want to thank you. I want to thank all those people who had such kind words to say, to show their support for my business, my family, our employees. You know, we were affected by this by no fault of our own. We're one of 13 wholesalers in the state of Tennessee. We're one of 450 plus wholesalers across the country. All of us were affected. And I do feel like, again, I'll say it was an overreaction. I do see some of it starting to come back, thankfully. I think, you know, fortunately, forgiveness is still in a lot of folks' heart. But the people that came on air and made these positive statements on our behalf, I can't thank them enough. I would compare it almost to, these individuals are like those individuals that came out to my house after our tornado with chainsaws in their hands, working trees that had fallen all over our house. So and that's what I love about this community. It's just not what people have done for us. You know, I look at how people surround individuals who are in time of need. And this is an example. It's, you know, it's hard for me to be a receiver, but it's very humbling. I was really taken back by this show of support and love and generosity, and it's very humbling. Makes you appreciate where we live in this great part of the state. And you know, and I'm only one example. I see heartfelt things going out to various families and individuals, and when people are in need, and that's what I love about this community.
It's a great place to be, and you know, it really is. So, Ross, anything else you want to mention? What's happening? What else is? You know,
we got
looking.
There's you know, there are some bright things that are happening. You know, but I have to remind myself most of the time, you know, business is coming back slowly. We've got we represent a lot of different brands. We represent Yuengling, we represent Sweetwater, New Belgium. I mean, we've got a lot of other brands. However, Anheuser-Busch is still our primary supplier. I will say this in defense of Anheuser-Busch. We've been a wholesaler for 61 years. This was a mistake. This was a blip on the radar screen. One can to one individual and it was done unauthorized. It was a mistake. What I would ask people to think about, look at the millions of examples of what they have done positive. That's what people should be really hyper-focused on right now. I mean, I can give you examples. We just delivered a pallet of emergency drinking water to Conasauga Volunteer Fire Department just outside of Tellico Plains. Do you hear a lot about that? They do so many things, whether it's for the Red Cross during emergency disasters. They do things, you know, April 27th here in Bradley County, we had 4 F3, F4 tornadoes, killed a lot of people. All I had to do is pick up the phone and tell them that we were in need of water. We had 2 tractor trailer loads of water delivered in 3 days. My guys, myself, my sons, my nephews, my brothers, we're all out in the trade delivering water to whoever needed it, whether it's the Red Cross, the Salvation Army. We were delivering it to churches.
Well, Gary Sears and his comments about you, he mentioned that.
Well, you know, and that's what I go back to say, you know, the support that Anheuser-Busch gives our veterans. We have Folds of Honor.
That. Yeah, Folds of Honor.
Folds of Honor is a great program, and they just expanded it now to help families of first responders. And that's, you know, fire, police, you know, volunteer, and they've expanded this program and offers scholarships to college to those individuals who have been hurt, disabled, or have lost their lives during the course of line of duty. It's one of the best things Anheuser-Busch has done in a long time, and it highly helps our veterans. It helps our first responders. I mean, our first responders are our front line, you know, and you know, you can't say enough thank you to those individuals, the sacrifices they've made for not only our local communities but our country. And I think we should always honor them and support them in their time of need too.
I remember, we're talking to Ross Tarver Distributing for over 60 years. I remember, you know, every Labor Day, I was one of those that watched the Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon.
Absolutely.
And my goodness, there was Anheuser-Busch every year. I mean, in some years it was $20, $30, $40 million. I'm talking about back then. But just another example. Ross, you know, you employ a lot of people. There's a lot of good, local, hardworking people who do a lot of great things in this community, and you know that's what we're about here. I mean, we're about that. You know?
Well, you know, I think my involvement with the industrial board, the reason I got involved in the industrial board is that I felt like if we can make a difference, if I can make a difference in bringing jobs and opportunities to this community, you know, I strongly feel a person that has little hope, they don't have a lot to live for, but I think giving them a job and it gives them hope for a better life and a better tomorrow. You know, they can raise their kids, a good living wage, and we've been, you know, thankfully very successful. We've got a great team at the Chamber of Commerce. Our industrial board's been very active. We've got great partners like, you know, Cleveland Utilities, Volunteer Electric, TVA. I mean, I can write you a list of our partners. The state of Tennessee, the federal government, and it takes those partners to make this all work.
Well, and you know, I tell you, of course, I badger Ross and Bob McIntyre all the time. Badgering Bob's not hard, but you know, hey, tell me what's going on. Tell me. They won't tell me. They never tell me the secrets of who's coming. Come on.
We had, I remember the day we had lunch, you, me, and Brian Collins, and
oh my Lord,
Brian and I jabbing each other all the time. But
it's one of the greatest lunches I ever had in my life. That's so funny. You guys are hilarious.
But no, Brian's a great friend, and I've got a lot of great friends.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I really, really do. I'm thankful. I am blessed. You know, like I said earlier, you know, as bad as these problems have been, it is so small on the scope of things. You know, I was able to get up this morning, put my clothes on, get out of bed, and go to work. There's a lot of individuals, Steve, that don't have that. And I feel very fortunate to have my health. I've got a great family, got a great business, I got great employees, I got great friends. You know, what could a man ask for more than that?
That's right.
So,
Ross Tarver, my longtime friend, a friend of this community. Ross, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I mean, I'm here today to thank you. You guys have been on the air now for 30 years. You guys do remarkable things in our community. You know, I'll use the example of, I go back to April 27th, the tornadoes. You all being on air, being live, giving information to people at homes with the weather. You just don't realize the critical part you guys play in our community. And I want to personally say thank you to you.
Thank you, buddy.
And thank you for what you did pulling out. I don't know what kind of blackmail information you have on all these people that came in, said these kind words about us and my business, but you must have some unbelievable blackmail information
you know what
on
it
these
was?
folks to pressure them.
You know why they did it? Senator Corker and all of them, you know why they did it? Holly Tarver. That was it. It wasn't you.
Well, now, I can understand that.
It was Holly Tarver.
I can understand that. I can
Ross,
understand.
thank you, buddy. Great to see you.
Thank you again.
Talk to you soon. All right, our buddy Ross Tarver, Tarver Distributing. It is 8:30. We're back in just a moment.
This news update, Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
At Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, the tradition was founded by Ralph and Stella Buckner and continued by Ralph Buckner Jr. and his wife, Shari Buckner. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory is a tradition of service. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, caring for Cleveland families whenever they need them. Visit ralphbuckner.com.
We here at Mermaid know what you need, and it's a good night's sleep. And right now you can get it for less at our clearance center. You can save up to 50% on Tempur-Pedic, Nectar, Stearns & Foster, and many more.
But only at Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Mix 1041 is celebrating 30 years of being on air. We are celebrating by giving away 30 prizes over 30 weeks. Presented by TVFCU Mortgage. Register today at mymix1041.com.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals.
We're here for you. So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Let's open our phone lines. Once again, it's time to tell you about the Mix 104.1 Great Cleveland Duck Race on a Saturday for the first time ever, Saturday, August 12th at Greenway Park at Raider Drive. We've been doing this, this will be the 17th year we figured out. So if you want your duck, call or text us right now. This is for people 18 and over. You'll be eligible for all the big prizes we have at our duck race. Again, Saturday, August 12th. Going to be a huge day. Lots of food trucks, vendors, and even Championship 1 professional wrestling right in the middle of everything. Plus cheerleading teams, school bands. We're going to have a lot of people out there. If you want your duck, you don't have it yet, call now, 423-614-6499, or text the volunteer Redapest Mix line at the same number, 423-614-6499. Hey, if you text our Sell with Darren Miller text line, Darren Miller eXp Real Estate, make sure and put your name on it and just put duck. Just put duck. You pick your ducks up at Don Ledford Cleveland on North Lee Highway Monday through Friday. Saturday, August 12th is the Mix 104.1 Great Cleveland Duck Race with Don Ledford Automotive Center. Greenway Park at Raider Drive. Full details on our website at mymix1041.com. We're going to leave the phones open here for the next 10 minutes. 10 minutes at 423-614-6499. Inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center we go.
Now is the time to save big. $400 off select Stearns & Foster, $500 off on the new Tempur-Pedic mattresses going on now during our summer savings event at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have a few isolated showers this morning and then widespread rain and storms throughout the day today between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Potential for heavy rain and localized flooding. And then after 6 p.m., additional scattered storms possible today. We'll have a high of 79 and a low of 69 this evening. For tomorrow, rain showers during the morning, partly cloudy by the afternoon, a high of 86 and a low of 68. And then on Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 89. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 75 degrees.
This Mix 104.1 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
Mix 104.1, the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello, human kindness. The sports report sponsored in part by Solutions Finance of Tennessee. Need back-to-school cash? See Ricky Hentz, Greg Redmond, and their staff at Solutions Finance in the Cook's Food Store Plaza on Keith Street. Braves took 2 of 3 from the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and Braves won that afternoon game 12-5 in Atlanta. And Braves off today. Florida State President Richard McCullough told the Florida State Board of Trustees on Wednesday that Florida State will leave the Atlantic Coast Conference if there is not a radical change to the athletic proceeds distribution model in the ACC. FSU would have to pay the Atlantic Coast Conference $120 million to leave. The NFL Hall of Fame game tonight kicks off the NFL preseason. Jets and Browns from Canton, Ohio, 8 o'clock on NBC. Austin Matthews is the new head wrestling coach at Bradley Central High School, the girls wrestling program. Austin Matthews, big congratulations to him. Is that the Matthews? I'm going to ask you on there. Is that the Matthews we know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that, Brent and Missy's son.
Is that Brent and Missy's son?
It is, yes.
Austin Matthews?
That's right.
Hey, so Patrick Spangler won't answer my text. So, hey, Brent and or Missy, I know you're listening or watching. We need to get Austin in here. I want to talk to him. So that's what I figured.
It is, yes. They're very proud of him.
What I figured.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations. Then we got this. Caleb Bolaños, our buddy at Cleveland Metal, reminded us that Piper Fowler, boy, I tell you, she has already become a local legend. She's a girls wrestler for Cleveland Metal School. She is in Turkey. She is in the under-17 World Wrestling Championship Finals, and that is at 11 o'clock this morning Eastern Time. So here in about 2 hours or so. And Piper Fowler is in Turkey. Matter of fact, Josh Boskin of Cleveland High School is with her and that national team. He told us about that. Remember, he came in about July 4th when they're promoting their fireworks celebration. All right, that is the sports report.
Are you interested in making a career change? CHI Memorial has increased starting pay for RNs, respiratory therapists, patient care techs, and other clinical and non-clinical staff. Apply online at memorial.org/careers.
Solutions Finance of Tennessee, your hometown lender. Locally owned and operated. Loans for used cars, motorcycles, ATVs, home improvement, furniture and appliance purchases, and other worthwhile purpose. Solutions Finance. Keith Street, phone 339-6772.
Good morning, this is Brian Fretwell.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland. From Red Bank to Collegedale. Luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
Attention shoppers, learn more about our Picky Promise.
This produce looks amazing, and it smells so fresh. Food City is as picky about produce as I am, and that's hard to do. But they make it look easy with their Picky Promise. If it's ever not fresh, they'll replace it.
That's cool. And I thought their helpful certified butchers were the coolest thing about this place.
It's all here.
Nobody does food like Food City.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves.
Prescription drugs can be expensive, but there's a solution. Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits can save you money on your prescription drugs. With access to free generics, discounted brand name medication prices, and a team of healthcare providers who work with you to find the most affordable options, you can rest easy knowing you're getting the best deal. Say goodbye to the stress and financial burden of expensive healthcare and medication costs. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits can save you money on your prescription drugs. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable health care for all.
Why now come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and the car business is back. Inventory's back, discounts are back, and interest rates are down. Cleveland Ford even has trade-in assistance cash available, so hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because now is the time to buy.
Serenity Funeral Homes. Convenient, caring, affordable. Cleveland's most affordable funeral home. Completely remodeled. Offering cremations as low as $5.95. Funerals, $15.95. SerenityofCleveland.com. When trust matters most.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. June is Men's Health Month. Being aware of your health and engaging with your primary care provider.
All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome in. We are joined now by Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, good morning.
Good morning to you. I'm so happy to join y'all this morning.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Are you enjoying your recess?
We are working away. We have been literally all over the state and doing our 95 county tour, kind of finishing that up. And I have to tell you, people are talking a lot about inflation, how it affects their budget, how it affects the county budget. We're hearing a lot about that. From law enforcement, we are hearing a good bit about what is happening to them with drugs and fentanyl, and how they spend so much of their time on dealing with crime related to drugs. And of course, we're hearing a lot about the 2 tiers of justice and what has happened with, or not happened to the Bidens and the Clintons, but has happened to Trump.
Yeah, I wanted to get your comment on that. We're joined by Senator Marsha Blackburn. Just your reaction to this latest indictment of the former president.
Well, what we know is that every time something happens with Hunter Biden, whether it's the plea deal imploding or Devin Archer coming in and giving his testimony, that the next day they're going to do something to Donald Trump. And that is the process that they followed. And I have to tell you, I don't think that's a coincidence. They keep trying to say it's a coincidence. And Jack Smith has really, in this latest indictment, it is criminalizing free speech. You are free to think something did or did not happen a certain way. And so what they're doing is criminalizing free speech. I think the implications of this, it is very serious. These people do not like Donald Trump. They do not want Donald Trump to be president again, because they sure didn't want him to be president the first time. And he created the ultimate sin when he beat Hillary Clinton, and they will never let him forget it. He's not a part of their inner circle, and when he beat her, he took away that dream of Hillary Clinton being the first female president of the country, and Bill Clinton getting to be the first dude. And, they just can't handle it.
Is there, Senator Blackburn, is there a double standard in your opinion, the way that certain people are prosecuted or indicted?
Oh, of course there's a double standard, and it is laughable that Attorney General Garland continues to say that there is one standard of justice. I mean, you can look at what is happening and see that it is 2 tiers of justice. If it were one standard of justice, think about this. If similar situations were treated equitably and in the same manner, then after the Durham report came out on Hillary Clinton, they would have issued an indictment for Clinton and some of her staff that destroyed evidence, used bleach bit on a computer, destroyed cell phones for Hillary's receipt and processing of classified documents on a public computer, a non-secure device. Now, all of those indictments would have been issued, but you've not heard one thing. Nothing has happened then. When it comes to documents, what has transpired with people that helped Joe Biden move documents and shield documents for over a decade? Things he had from the Senate that were classified that we still can't figure out how in the world he got classified documents out of the SCIF and into his personal papers when he was in the Senate. So why aren't they pursuing that? But no, they're going after Donald Trump and his aide and his janitor. And that's the focus of their how they're going about this. It is clearly two tiers of justice. And you know what, Steve, I talk to people that don't necessarily like Donald Trump, maybe didn't vote for Donald Trump. It's like a guy yesterday was saying, he said, I've never liked the way the man acted. I liked his policies. He said, but what they're doing now is absurd. And this is wrong because they politicized the DOJ and the FBI, and they have weaponized government against a private citizen.
We're joined by Senator Marsha Blackburn. Hey, Senator, where are you today? And I know you're touring the state of Tennessee. What's happening today?
Yes, I'm in Middle Tennessee today, and happy to be here. It looks like the rain's going to move on out, and we're going to have a pretty day.
It's coming here, though, so we're not happy about that. But we're joined by Senator Marsha Blackburn. I do want to review a little bit with you some legislation. I know that you and Senator Blumenthal are celebrating the committee passage of the Kids Online Safety Act. Would you tell us a little about that, please, Senator?
Yes, this is the legislation I've been working on for the last few years, and Senator Blumenthal has joined me on this. It is completely bipartisan. We have 41 Senate sponsors on it, Republicans and Democrats. This puts the burden on social media platforms to design for safety, security, to have a duty of care for kids, to have a portal so parents can report bad actors in the virtual space. And what we are seeking to do is get this. We got it out of the Commerce Committee, which is the first big hurdle, and it came out on a unanimous vote. Imagine that. Oh, yeah. Total agreement. Yeah, and so we are pushing to get that off the Senate floor and over to the House. And later today, Senator Blumenthal and I are going to do a phone call with the parents and the parent groups. We've got over 200 groups that have been pushing for this passage. And people want to see some action. You know, social media platforms are being used to traffic people. They're being used, pedophiles use it to meet kids, drug dealers use it to sell drugs to kids. This has got to come to a stop. We have a mental health crisis in our country. 1 in 3 teenage girls has thought about suicide and taking their lives. We have children. TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, has a stat. Once every 2 minutes, a child is bought or sold here in the United States for sex.
Oh, my Lord.
Bought or sold for sex, once every 2 minutes. These are children. These are little kids. And what is happening is disgusting, and I am ever so grateful to have worked diligently with my colleagues on these issues around safety for children online. And the thing is, our children are exposed to things in the virtual space that we would never allow them to be exposed to in the real world. You can't take a kid into a bar. You can't take a kid to a drag show or, you know, some other house of ill repute or something, and the children get exposed to all these things in the virtual space because social media is more concerned about making the money than they are about protecting children. And when our children are online, they and their data have been the product that social media uses to make money.
We're joined by Senator Marsha Blackburn on her statewide tour, continuing that in Middle Tennessee. Final question, Senator, and this is regarding, you just alluded to it, human trafficking. You've introduced a resolution for action to end human trafficking, and also human trafficking, you have called it modern-day slavery. Tell me about that, would you?
Yes, indeed, it is modern-day slavery. And one of the things we have learned at the southern border, and we learned it because President Trump did something that I thought was essential to do, and that is to do DNA testing when an adult comes to the border with a child, and DNA test. Now, when we ran those DNA tests, we found out that 30% of the kids coming to that border, 30% were being trafficked. They were not related to the adult who was bringing them. Well, the Biden administration comes along and they say, oh, the DNA testing takes too long. It takes 45 minutes from beginning to end. And you want to tell me taking 45 minutes and saving a child from a lifetime of abuse and trafficking? You want to tell me that's not worth it? So what we have to do is secure that southern border. And yes, I have that resolution calling on my colleagues to join me. This human trafficking is modern day slavery. We know that 90% of the women and girls that are trafficked and coming across that southern border have been physically, emotionally, sexually by those, unless you're paying a cartel. I mean, people don't yet somewhere 176 different countries. They don't do that on their own. They do it with the aid and help of the cartel. And they've paid that cartel, and they're abused in the process. We know that human trafficking has grown to be a $150 billion a year business. And we know that these people that come to the southern border, they're paying the cartel. Then the cartel puts them to work. Young men go into labor gangs and MS-13 gangs and the drug dealing, and they use the women, they traffic them into work crews and into sex trafficking. That is what is happening. And for our Secretary of Homeland Security to sit in front of members of Congress and say our border is secure, it is insulting, and it is so not true. So it is just imperative that people say, we're going to join you and we're going to get this under control.
Well, Senator Marsha Blackburn, I really appreciate you calling us on your statewide tour from Middle Tennessee. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me with you.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Marsha Blackburn, everyone. She is in Middle Tennessee this morning. Well, we've got more to come here on Mix 104.1. We're about a minute before 9. We're on mixtv.tv. It's been a very busy morning. If you've missed anything this morning, you can go back anytime and watch the interviews and what we've been doing here this morning since 6 a.m. Go to mixtv.tv. And don't forget, as we get ready for this brand new school year to start, of course, Bradley County Schools will start with a half day tomorrow. They're the first to go in our local area. You can find all of the school calendars for the entire area at mymix1041.com. And we'll come right back with more in a moment. Stand by.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. June is Men's Health Month. Being aware of your health and engaging with your primary care provider is the first step in regaining control of your health to enjoy a happier and healthier life. Heart disease is the most common cause of death in men in the United States. Know the symptoms and check your risk factors. Take a proactive approach to control what you can, such as establishing a primary care provider, exercising daily and eating a healthy diet, managing your diabetes, blood pressure, and cholesterol, and quitting smoking. This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. For more information about vascular disease, visit vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com or call them at 423-602-2750 to be evaluated. No referral is needed and appointments are within 1 week. All right, Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. Right now we are joined by our friends Jay and Brittany Hagee with Allon Planning Partners. We're so glad to have them here in the studio with us today. And something that you guys are big on is being proactive rather than reactive as far as financial planning goes. So we kind of talked last time, gave some examples of some steps that people can take to maintain that positive trajectory. So if you will, go ahead and mention a few more steps for us today.
Yeah, so just to talk about the proactive versus reactive approaches. There are so many things in life that we cannot control, especially when it comes to our, financial matters. We cannot control
the economy. A lot of
the economy. Right. We cannot control what markets do and how the economic cycle flows. We cannot control inflation. We can't control taxes and what that's going to look like. But we can control how we're positioned in times of market volatility. We can control how we choose to spend and invest and save our dollars, right? So focus on what we can control. And so that's this whole concept of proactive versus reactive. Instead of just responding or instead of just reacting to maybe a change in tax law, being prepared and setting yourself up for tax-free benefits in retirement. Okay,
right.
So there's strategies that you can utilize when you take the time just to take a look and plan not just for today, but actually planning ahead. And that's what we want to talk about.
Yeah, so we gave a couple examples last time, and we want to kind of pick up where we left off there. One of the big things that people want to be proactive on in their financial planning is their debt levels. Now, we understand that some debt is good debt. Some debt is bad debt, so having a coach to kind of walk you through, is this good debt for me or is this bad debt? If it's you got to put it on a credit card that's revolving at 30% interest, probably bad debt, right? If you're going to school or you need to take a loan to advance your career or you're trying to buy a home, these can be examples of some good debt. So like having folks coach you of what's appropriate and what's good debt and bad debt, that's what we do. We help people make proactive decisions so that you don't find yourself a slave to your money, but you're using your money to work for you instead of you work for it. Right. And so that's ultimately what we want folks to do when it comes to a proactive approach of should I take on debt or should I not?
Yeah, and the same goes for taxes. Taxes is another big one that I mentioned just a moment ago.
Huge.
Planning ahead, not just, every year in April, we're looking at our taxes. But what we want to help people do is not just look at the current year, not just look at how my financial decisions and investments are impacting my current year tax-wise, but how is it going to impact me 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, when I get to the point of retirement 15 years down the road? What's that going to look like? Because, again, there are strategies that you can utilize to set yourself up for some tax-free benefits. We do not know what tax rates are going to be in the future. We do know what they are now. Yeah, but we do know that they're probably going to rise. I mean, the current tax law will sunset in 2026, and so we're going to see some real changes coming. And so if we can go ahead and make some adjustments now and do some planning, we can set ourselves up with these tax-free buckets to be able to not have all taxable income in retirement, which is what you want.
And that's being proactive.
Yes. You don't want to get to retirement and have all of your income coming from these taxable sources and taxes be on the rise, and you just be paying an arm and a leg in taxes and not really getting to benefit from what you've saved your whole life to enjoy in that season. So again, strategy and proactive approach.
Yeah, and one more example I want to give, and it's on taxes, but we call it the hidden tax. Yeah. And we've all felt this over the last year or so for sure, and that's inflation. So inflation is the hidden tax you're going to pay more over time because your purchasing power will decrease. So you have to plan and be proactive with inflation in the forefront of your mind, just like taxes should be and things like that. So we include inflation planning in our planning as well when we're walking people through what's retirement going to look like for me, and am I eligible for retirement right now, and when would I be available, right? Social Security planning, all of these things go hand in hand, but the tax planning and the inflation, the hidden tax planning, is very important to be proactive on.
You cannot escape tomorrow's responsibility by evading it today. You have to face it at some point. Why not face it on your terms, in your timing, determining, hey, before the moment comes where I'm going to have to handle this, let's take a proactive approach. You can't escape it. You've got to face it. Yeah. That's what this is all about, being proactive.
Absolutely.
In your approach.
And if you come in and see us, if you're listening today and you're saying, I don't know if I have been proactive enough, I don't know if I do have a true financial plan, I may have somebody giving me investment advice, but is that a true comprehensive proactive approach? I would say come get a second opinion, because we're going to uncover things that you probably haven't thought through before. We're going to uncover things like the tax planning piece, and like, am I most efficient in the way that my taxes are being brought out? We're going to look at the estate planning piece. If I'm disabled or when I'm deceased, how do these assets that I've amassed get to my loved ones most efficiently without Uncle Sam sticking his hands in the jar, right? Also, investment management. Are you allocated correctly? Have you taken a proactive approach to like what the market cycles are going to do to your retirement? Income planning. I could go on and on. We're going to uncover under every rock and be proactive as we can to walk you through, so that you can take we call it the SWAN plan, a sleep well at night plan, so that you don't have to stay up stressed out wondering if what's going to come tomorrow. But if you take a proactive approach, you can have peace in your finances, and we want to help you get there.
We're talking with Jay and Brittany Hagee with Allon Planning Partners. So you guys would love to sit down with anyone, no matter where they are in their financial planning journey. So how can they best get in touch with you?
Best way to reach out is two ways, phone or online. You can reach us directly at 423-315-1441, or you can check out our website and connect with us directly there as well, which is allonplanning.com. That's ALLON planning.com. You can schedule a complimentary consultation directly from our website. Find out more information about us. We have a ton of educational resources. We talk so much about education and want to offer some resources to people who have questions. We know all of the topics surrounding our finances can be kind of daunting and confusing, and we want to bring some light and some clarity to all of that. So we have a podcast, we have a TV show, we have a radio show. So all of these resources that just help educate. You'll find the links there on the website. It's called the Allon Exchange, and you can find more information there and view or listen in at your convenience.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. That's Jay and Brittany Hagee with Allon Planning Partners. Thanks so much for coming in today. Great to see you.
Thanks so much for having us, Bridget. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Investment advisory services are offered through Foundations Investment Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The content provided is intended for informational and educational purposes only. The views, statements, and opinions expressed herein are those of the individual speakers and not necessarily those of Foundations and its affiliates. The information contained herein does not constitute an offer to sell any securities or represent an express or implied opinion or endorsement of any specific investment opportunity,
offering or issuer. Any discussion of performance or returns is not indicative of future results. Each individual investor's situation is different, and any ideas provided may not be appropriate for your particular circumstances. Foundations only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. Registration as an investment advisor is not an endorsement of the firm by securities regulators and does not mean the advisor has achieved a specific level of skill or ability. No legal or tax advice is provided. Always consult with a tax professional. All rights reserved.